Welcome back. You're watching Newsx. My name is Vineet. Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge has said he would call a meeting of senior leaders, including Rahul Gandhi, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar in New Delhi to discuss the raging leadership issue in the state and put an end to the confusion. The power tussle within the ruling party has intensified amid speculations about Chief Minister's change in the state after Congress government reached the halfway mark of its 5-year term on the 20th of November in the backdrop of a rumoured power-sharing agreement involving Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar in 2023. Meanwhile, D.K. Shivakumar has put up a cryptic post on his X account stating that word power is world power. The biggest force in the world is to keep one's word. The question that arises is what happens next? We'll get to talk about this with our guest. Joining us on the show is Mr. Sumit Peer, senior political commentator. Kalyani Shankar, political commentator and senior journalist, is also with us on the show. Mr. Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst, with us on the show. And last but not the least, Priya Sehgal, editorial director of Newsx, is also joining us on the program to talk more about this. Kalyani Shankar, I'll begin with you. Well, what do you think Mr. D.K. Shivakumar means by this statement? Word power is equivalent to world power. Is he trying to in fact remind the powers that be in the Congress party that if there was a seat sharing or a tenure sharing formula that was arrived at when the Congress assumed power in Karnataka, it should be honoured? What do you think is going on over there? And of course, this is not very good for the Congress party when it comes to optics.
Well, you see, after all, Karnataka is one of the few state governments Congress is ruling. So to that extent, they must be very careful about how to go about it. The problem is that even in 2023, I had heard at the time that there was a power sharing because DKS was very much required for the party and Siddaramaiah for administration. That's what Rahul Gandhi had said. Made him actually twice before he made Siddaramaiah. This will be the third time if he does it. So there seems to be some divided opinion in the High Command itself. Sonia Gandhi wants DKS and Rahul wants Siddaramaiah. So they have to come to a choice of who to take. And if DKS doesn't get it this time, I think he might be saying now, yeah, they will abide by the High Command. But I'm not sure, because do you recall that Prime Minister Modi, when he was giving the victory speech last week, he said there is a possibility of a split in the Congress. And after that, the former speaker, former Chief Minister Sadananda Gowda said they are willing to support DKS. So if you connect these two things, I think there must be doing something, and maybe they are trying to get this DKS on their side. I mean, anything is possible in politics, and it could be. I mean, BJP just likes to get more states anyway. This is one way of getting a seat. So I don't think it's beyond the party to try to get this. And whether DKS already had a word with them or it's not like that. If DKS gets it, he will be the Chief Minister anyway. Otherwise, you will have to see the other options now, and we will wait and see later.
All right. Priya Sehgal also joins us on the broadcast. Priya, what do you think is happening in Karnataka? Is this a signaling by D.K. Shivakumar that he's not a pushover in any sense of the word? Even though the Congress party has been pushed over in Bihar very, very recently, that does not mean a person like D.K. Shivakumar, who has this alluring personality about himself as a leader, can be stepped aside or can be stepped over, especially when he was promised something. I'm alluding to the tweet that he made.
Vineet, but this is how we've seen this repeat itself from Rajasthan to an extent in Madhya Pradesh also. This 50-50, it happened in Chhattisgarh also when, elections are fought under a dual leadership, and then, chief ministership is given to one. The second in command has been told to wait their time. And, in the end of the day, everybody is impatient. Everybody is not like Rahul Gandhi, who says power is poison or who already has power handed to to him on a plate, literally. So DK Shivakumar is ambitious, he is political, and he has a bulk of the MLAs with him also. So it's going to be very interesting to see to the extent he will go. Will he do a Sachin pilot and T.S. Singhdeo and just sit down, or will he actually do a Scindia and revolt? That's the big question really in front of him. So far, he has played the loyal card. He has taken it to that much of a notch and then, worked his way down. He's been placated. But now I think he's sensing that, this really is, he has age on his side, definitely. But he does want some firm commitments. I don't know whether he will actually go ahead and effect a change. I'm not sure, but it is a time where as you rightly mentioned, post Bihar, the Congress High Command is also a bit weakened, and their questions are being raised. Murmurs have again started within the party. So will Rahul and his team want to risk an unhappy DK Shivakumar? How far will DK Shivakumar go? I just got the end of Kalyani's point about the BJP. I also, I don't think DK Shivakumar would really go with the BJP just yet, because BJP also, it depends, whether what they promise him, what they don't. And DK Shivakumar is happy in the Congress. His vote base is in the Congress. So it'll be very interesting to see what he does. He's fought on the ground. He's also been to jail. He's taken a lot of hits for the party. It is now time. Giving him the seat would actually send a good signal down the ranks also, that, that grassroots leaders are also rewarded. So the kind of signaling that would be sent, I think it will be a good move to give DK Shivakumar his due. But if you ask me, instincts and years of covering the Congress party, I doubt it.
Okay, fair enough. Valid point. Sumit, what is your assessment of what's going on over here? Obviously, there are also caste dimensions being reported, Sumit. DK Shivakumar, of course, from the Vokaliga community, Mr. Siddaramaiah, who's being supported by the backward classes and is a Garuba leader. His teammates and his supporters and MLAs are saying that he's going to complete his 5-year tenure, whereas the opposition, of course, has taken this opportunity to make merry of the internal conflict that Congress is so accustomed to, claiming that the government or rather the governance has come to a standstill, and they will also be moving a no confidence motion in the upcoming legislative session. Sumit?
Vinny, thank you for having me on your show. Good question, sir. Look, for Mr. DK Shivakumar, it is now or never. If he misses the bus this time, he doesn't know what will be the position after 7.5 years. Because next time around, it is most likely BJP is going to come back in Karnataka. They will do the necessary, overhauling of their machinery, and they come back. So for him, if you miss the bus right now, you're gone for 7.5 years. After 7.5 years, Bhagwan Jane, what is the situation? Do you have, is there still party, and what exactly is going to happen? Nobody knows. He has been funder of the Congress. He has been promised a lot of things in the past. He has not got a things in the past. Now, look, there are two important things. His camp and his guys are in Delhi. So he is kind of putting his foot down this time. Secondly, when Mr. Kharge says today that there is going to be a kind of a contest, why does Mr. Kharge need to talk of a contest if there is no contest? So if there is hinting at a contest, and I'll talk to Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, that means there is something which is not right. And he has a vote base. He is a younger leader. I think if Congress does not repeat the old mistake, what they have done in Rajasthan and paid heavily for it, if they still don't want to, it's a question between who wins, the old guard and the new guard. It's a question between that. And with all the fiascos happening, with the Bihar happening, with the Congress is sizably weakened, there are hardly a few states where the government is left. If you want to put your government in jeopardy, and I'm telling you, BJP is a relentless machine. It will come and take the opportunity at the first instance it gets. So if they play it very smart, they have to give this man what is due, because his tweet is very clear. You had promised me 2.5 years are over, you gave me what you promised. If they still try to, malign him around, say, okay, no, we'll give you this and this. And the man is rich. He doesn't have any dearth of money. He's rich. He wants to be the CM. He wants to have that power, and he wants to make sure that does Congress stand to that commitment this time around or not. Even last time he was promised the same, but nothing happened. So it's interesting. Will Congress learn from their mistakes? Will the new guard prevail over the old guard, or will still old guard call the shots and eventually lose election after election after election? Now, every leader into Congress has to look for what is his personal future. Where is he going to go after next election? Because honestly, Vineet, if you think Rahul Gandhi is going to make you win in elections, that will not happen. So at the end of the day, if you're a tall leader, you have to think about yourself. What is my political roadmap going to be? What is my graph going to be? And if Mr. Shivakumar doesn't get what he's supposed to get, what he has been promised to that he will get, why should his MLAs in the long run be loyal to him? Maybe they change guard after 2.5 years. Imagine if the party starts breaking up after 2.5 years. So then you're gone for 10 to 15 years. So do you want to take that risk? Do you want to antagonize him again? And do you want to, do whatever you have been doing? Look, there are, we know in Bangalore the infra is bad. We know there are a lot of allegations of corruption and all. We know that things are not right within. So will Rahul Gandhi really rise to the occasion and do what is right for the party, or will be just be a an eco club or an eco chamber, whatever they will eco, and that will be the Congress's move? That is something to be seen. But there is a fiasco within the Congress, and Mr. Shivakumar and his clan in Delhi means कि भैया हम दिल्ली आ गए हैं, बताओ क्या करना. We are here in Delhi, tell us what to do. And obviously, there are political options which are always available. Maybe it may not happen now, but after 2.5 years, there will be a definite political fallout for this if he is not given what he is supposed to be, promised to be given. Vineet.
And Sumit, you're quite right. In fact, let me also rope in Dr. Abbas, who's joining us on this program. Dr. Syed Asad Abbas, appreciate you being here. What do you make of the political crisis brewing in Karnataka as of now? DK Shivakumar, of course, seems to be unhappy, with the current setting that continues to, be sort of supported by the High Command in the Congress party. And DK Shivakumar, as we all know, is not somebody you can trifle with. Karnataka is a source not only for the Congress party in terms of inspiration and in terms of political, relevance, but it is also a very important, state in terms of collecting resources for elections in other states.
Vineet Saab, firstly, thank you, sir, for having me on your show. It's been a long time, but I always
good to see you,
enjoy
Dr. Abbas. Good to see you.
Likewise. Now, coming straight to the point, I have a lot of points to share with you because today I spent about 6 hours at the Vidhan Saudha speaking to my friends of the media, politicians, and otherwise. Now, coming straight to the point, what is happening in Karnataka? I'd say, my dear friends, the Nataka in Karnataka has begun. Of course, we see a Siddaramaiah on one side, a DK Shivakumar on one side. Let us first understand who is a Siddaramaiah. Siddaramaiah is one of the tallest leaders of the Karnataka political history, a leader of the Ahinda movement, and he's also the leaders of OBCs, tribals, SCs, STs. Who is a DK Shivakumar? DK Shivakumar is a strong Vokkaliga leader. Now let us weigh in their strength. Siddaramaiah comes as a senior veteran who is a master administrator, whereas a DK Shivakumar is a master craftsman of a strategist. He's also got the party's troubleshooter and a rainmaker. He can make the party win elections. Now let us weigh in on who's got the more number of MLAs on ground. Undoubtedly, it is Siddaramaiah ji, who is Manni Namaga, known as son of the soil in Kannada. Over 100 MLAs swear by Siddaramaiah's name. The cabinet ministers like Satish Jarkiholi, Parmeshwar, Zamir Ahmad Khan and dozens others stand with Siddaramaiah. So therefore, if you do a balancing act here, the weighing of the ground of a Siddaramaiah is a lot more compared to a DK Shivakumar. Now we come to the promise, the so-called promise or the secret pact between 5 to 6 people, who I suppose is Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, DK Shivakumar ji, Siddaramaiah ji and Mallikarjun Kharge. Coming to that, 2 days back, DK Shivakumar ji made a statement. What did he say? Namma Veda Vakya. Veda Vakya in Kannada means sacrosanct. He stated that Siddaramaiah ji will do his full term as the chief minister, and he and the party workers and the members will work under the guidance of a Siddaramaiah. Now, of course, we see many of his MLAs and supporting ministers rallying all the way to Delhi. What is going to be? Let me tell you, let me make a prophecy on your show, Vineet Saab, and that is, come January, Siddaramaiah will become the longest serving chief minister in the history of Karnataka. He will break the former record of Devraj Aras, a former chief minister of Karnataka. Now the question lies, will Siddaramaiah continue his full 5-year term, or will there be a DK Shivakumar? I think this is where the bench strength of the High Command comes in. I believe the able President Shri Mallikarjun Kharge Saab, along with Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi ji, must be able to take this decision. Because due to the course of the power tussle between the two leaders, I think the might and strength of Karnataka as a state should not suffer. Karnataka today, under the able leadership of Congress government and Siddaramaiah ji, is the second largest contributor of the GDP of the nation. Not just that, when it comes to GST collection, Karnataka is number 2. We have outpaced the national growth by 6.2%. Agriculture has grown by 4%. So Bengaluru, my beautiful city, continues to be the startup capital of India and the Silicon Valley of the East. We are only second to a California today, the geopolitical world-wise. Now coming to the power center, my prophecy, I'd place my money and bets on undoubtedly a leader like Siddaramaiah, who enjoys the ground support of the maximum number of MLAs and the ministers siding with him. A DK, I think 2028 will be a formidable leader to see, who will be given the reins of the party and the reins completely tilting towards the DK Shivakumar to take the party ahead in the 2028 elections. Not just that, if you see the epicenter of the power here in Karnataka, Bengaluru,
Okay.
yes, it's heated waves, and we are looking forward
All right,
to
you've
a
made your
good
point. I get the
governance.
crux of what you have said. Let me get a reaction from Priya also on this. Priya, of course, Mr. Siddaramaiah, almost 80 years of age. He's 77 right now. DK Shivakumar, a lot younger, 63 years of age. Is this, a black and white or a cutout decision for the Congress party as to whom they're going to favor at this point in time? Both of these leaders bring in a certain gravitas in terms of, how they're contributing when it comes to Karnataka and, of course, the heft that the Congress is in desperate need of.
Vineet, we've seen this, literally a cut and paste of this version with whether it is Ashok Gehlot, whether it was with Kamal Nath, whether it was, Bhupesh Baghel also to an extent, though he may not be as old as the others. They've always favored the old guard and the number 2 person or the pretender to the throne, the contender to the throne has been made to wait. And as Syed Abbas pointed out that, DK will be a good candidate in 28. That is the theory that was given to Sachin Pilot also. That was a theory given to Scindia also. And the same theory is now being given to DK Shivakumar. The point is, will DK Shivakumar take this? And I do think that he doesn't have very many options because, regardless of what the BJP offers, he's going to really think hard because the kind of independence that he has in the Congress or the kind of, even the ability to do a little revolt. BJP, of course, you see a Hemanta also. He had to just sit and bide his time until the High Command said yes, at the end of the day. So the BJP doesn't, there is a very strong central command in the BJP. And apart from the local politics on ground. So I don't think DK Shivakumar would do that. He'll probably, he is going to get more and more concessions out of the High Command. That's what the best he can do. I don't think Rahul and Priyanka, Sonia Gandhi and basically Rahul is going to really elevate him just yet. Rahul Gandhi has shown a certain reticence also in promoting leaders who are not part of his coterie, not part of his darbar, and who have some heft on the ground. He's still stuck to that old formula of going which Congress Central does, High Command does, of darbari politics. So I don't think if he breaks from the format and actually promotes DK Shivakumar, I think it would send a very good message on ground in terms of I do disagree a bit with Syed Abbas on that because in terms of promoting young talent, promoting people who also given their due on the ground. DK has not just worked in Karnataka, he's been there in other states also. His clout or his money power, his muscle power has been used in other states. So in that sense, some kind of recognition I think if he gets, it would be interesting to see if the Congress gives it to him. But as I said, I doubt it. I think Siddaramaiah will complete his term and DK Shivakumar will be given that formula of wait, your turn will come, you're young, 28 is yours. Same thing that was given to Sachin Pilot. I don't know how much these guys can take that same cut and paste over and over again, but Congress has a huge appetite for repeating the same drama.
That's
Need to add on to Priyaji, can I
just one
make
second.
a
Doc.
point?
That's a fantastic summarization of this entire fiasco, Priya. I appreciate that. Let me get a quick response from Kalyani Shankar on what Priya also said. Kalyani ji, Priya has made a very valid point that the Congress party is obviously going to be rewarding their loyalists, the old timers, and that's a template which has proven itself not very handy in the past, but this is the disposition as well as the nature of the Congress party. They will be reticent to, the idea of a DK Shivakumar coming to the helm in Karnataka at this point in time.
Well, you see, actually, he may be promised that 2028 he will be the leader. But he may not be agreeable to that. And it's now or never for DKS. Because unless he changes party or something, I don't think that he will have the, like Priya said, that he will not have the same free hand which he has in Congress. And so, because of that, I am not sure that DKS is going to sit quiet. And even last time in 2023, when they all came and stayed in Delhi and they had the drama, they all sat in a conference and then decided who it should be. That time, somehow or other, it was Sonia Gandhi who persuaded DKS to wait. So that is how he waited. Otherwise, he was in rebellious mode even then. So why should he wait anyway from his point of view? He has been, he's got a lot of money. He has been the troubleshooter. He's got a lot of MLAs on his side on the ground, and he has other things also, like he has played his cards in the other states. So he is a financier also of the party. The Congress party needs money very badly anyway. They have only 2 states now. So for all that reason, DKS definitely has a place. But then it all depends on whether Rahul Gandhi wants him or not. Because now every decision in Congress is made by Rahul Gandhi. Although Kharge is the party president, he himself has said the High Command will decide. And so the other interesting thing is, Kharge today said that there will be a contest. Why should they have a contest when there are only 2 leaders and one has been already promised that he would be given after 2.5 years? So it's all probably they're trying to play a drama now again. And by 1st December, let's see what happens. And because that is the date they are giving that the new chief minister will be announced.
Okay, fair enough. Dr. Abbas, you wanted to come in and then we'll go to Sumit Peer. Quickly, please.
Both have made points which I completely agree with. Absolutely, the Congress party won't want a Ashok Gehlot-like situation. And like Sachin Pilot, DK Shivakumar ji is a very promising leader who enjoys a great youth leaders and masses here from Karnataka. But let us understand, when we break it to the ground, after the Bihar debacle of the Congress party, they won't want to lose the largest state that they hold, which is the Congress bastion, which is Karnataka. Let us also understand, when in the year 2023, they got 136 MLAs, and that is a huge number. So therefore, a JDS or a BJP together cannot break the strength of Congress party today. As a matter of fact, what was fishing in troubled waters was Mr. D.V. Sanathan Gowda, senior BJP leader, former chief minister of Karnataka, and former railways minister, BJP leader D.V. Sanathan Gowda, who has indeed said that if DK, they will give support to DK. He spoke to the press about it. It's very interesting how JDS leaders and BJP leaders are lobbying for DK, and DK has said no. He's an ardent soldier of the Congress party and he shall remain a loyalist till his last breath and not leave the Congress party. I believe that it is high time that Rahul Gandhi should take the right decision, wherein which I think his best of political master stroke will come in, where he's able to keep both of them happy, be it a Siddaramaiah or a
Dr.
DK
Abbas,
Shivakumar.
I
And
have a
lastly,
paucity of time. I just quickly want to, in fact, get a comment from Sumit Peer and then we're going to wrap up. Sumit, quickly, please.
Vinny, the problem is that, logic doesn't work in Congress party. Experience don't teach them. And whims and fancies of Rahul Gandhi are exactly going to prevail. It doesn't matter what they lead to. You are in a race of losing election after election and dismantling your party stone by stone, brick by brick. That is what Rahul Gandhi does. And I was looking at some of the election losses which he has, were phenomenal. Now, if you look at the logic, if you look at the sense, you have to give it to DKS, you have to save the government, you have to make sure next 5 years you have the government. But it depends on his whims and fancies. It depends whom does he like, whom does his personal preferences will take over everything. The model which you are talking about has failed, and this man has a time. Everybody has a tipping point. He is rich. He can even manage his politics without Congress. The question is, will Congress be able to manage without DKS? That is a $1 billion question.
Fair enough.
Which
Fair enough. All right. Appreciate everybody who joined in and weighed in on this evolving, not conclusive situation. We take a short break. Be right back.